Good evening. Salutations, everyone. It's hump day. Whew, and it been a day. Let me tell you something. Oh, let me get the preliminaries out the way. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya. I am here to talk, to inspire, to just make it do what it do. Let me tell you something. Mama said that there would be days like this. And honey, let me tell you something. It was one of them days at work today. It was one of them days. It really, really was. It was one of those days. And, you know, I'm pretty easygoing. No job is, well, can you move over? No job is going to be perfect. There are going to be challenges. It's not like it used to be back in the day where you went to a job and you got trained, because I don't care how many times you have done a job, like say you're a cashier, you've been a cashier at Target, but now you want to go to Walmart. You still got to be trained, because what I feel and what I believe, and this is just me, is that everybody does things differently. Nobody's going to do things the same. So just because you knew how to use the register at Target doesn't mean you're going to know how to use the register at Walmart, right? And people don't realize that just because you were in accounting at one place, say company A and B, doesn't mean that company C and D is going to do the same thing. And you have to train people, and you can't assume that people can do certain things that they like I said, different I came from one state agency where a lot of things I'm doing now I never had to do, which is good because I enjoy learning new things, but that's the thing, you're learning. And accounts are different, coding is different, policies are different, procedures are different. And that's why I feel like it's good to train, because again, everybody doesn't do things the same way. In my field, I work in education, and each institution does not do. We all have the same reports to do, but everybody does them different. And the first thing they'll say is, I'm afraid to tell you how to do it because it may not be right. So my thing is, it needs to be a collective training so that everybody is doing the same thing. And when new people come aboard, there needs to be some kind of training. Now, the other agency I came from, I'm going to tell you, you cannot get into that computer system until you had training. Now, I had been at this said agency when this program had come out, when it first came out. So I knew it from then. Doesn't matter. I had left for a while and came back. So before I could even get back in there, I had to take a training. And I respect that. Because again, things change and things are not always the way it used to be. But I am one, I have been a grant accountant, and the one thing I have learned so I can stay out the orange is keep everything, and I don't care how little it is, it's in an email. It's in an email, because you can bet $20 it's gonna come back up. It may not come up in the year that it was written, but it's gonna come back up. And that's why I like to keep the emails, so I could just snip it and say, but this is what such and such and such and such, because it's called CYB, cover your butt, and that's what I plan to do. So today was just a challenging day. And again, I'm thankful that I am the type that I am, that I keep emails, that I communicate, For me, communication is very important. Some people might not think so, but communication is very important. And it's not just verbally, it's listening. You have to actively listen. And again, just paraphrasing and, reiterating to the individual what they said. So, and I'm good for that, because I will say, so if I heard you correctly, this is what needs to be done, and then I just notate things because, I just like to. And I'm also going to tell you about emails, because I had a situation where this young lady was trying to, I feel like the tone in her email, because she was like, don't you remember in our meeting? And I feel like you want me to tell you what to do. And I said, and you know what I told her? I said, I think we need to talk on the phone. I said, because the tone in the email is a little off. And I didn't want to start giving that energy back. And when she called me back, she apologized. She said, I apologize if the tone in my email was aggressive. And basically, you knew it was. But I'm not going to go that tit for tat. Hey, let's talk about it. And when we talked about it, she calmed down. So, no, I wasn't asking you to tell me what to do. I'm telling you, I've never done this before, and I want to make sure it's correct. But I ended up going back, looking at something that, was done, and I found the accounting string and all that good stuff. But sometimes people have to calm down. And that's the thing that kills me. Sometimes people don't want to help you because they think that you're asking for a handout. Listen, I'm not, and I'm very transparent because, if I do not know something and I don't know how to do something, I'm going to be the first one to tell you. Like, there's no shame, no shade, no tea. I don't know. And to me, and I've been an adjunct professor for college, and I say, no question is a dumb question. So ask anything, because if you don't know, you don't know. And that's what we're here for, to learn. So that's why you ask. But don't and I think, God, I'm to the point in my life where I don't get easily offended. I'm just going to get the energy you give me, I'm going to give it back to you until we can collectively come together on the same page, because we're all here for the greater good, and that's to get a paycheck so that we can pay our bills and our mortgage and have our insurance. Because I really don't think anybody's working just for fun. And hey, maybe there is someone out there working just for fun. And if that's the case, you're still there for the greater good, to work for fun, because somebody else is probably there, at a job working for fun. But if I'm not coming off on you in a negative, derogatory tone, don't do that to me. If I'm giving you respect, all I ask is the same thing. And I don't care who that is. Don't come off on me in a negative tone, because one thing, I'm an adult, and when I come at you, I'm gonna respect you. And if a person feels like I've offended them or not respecting them, then I ask that you let me know, because if you don't tell me and I don't know. But I work very hard to be conscious of how I come off and my tone. Because I'm going to tell you something. The first thing I'm going to do in my emails, I'm not going to get right to the point. It's going to be good morning, good afternoon. Not just, can you tell me, can you help me? Do you have a minute? No. Good afternoon, so-and-so. Good morning, so-and-so. Hey, do you have a minute? Like, we're going through this project where we need to get some things done. And the first thing I said, because I don't like to be the hummity hum, and I don't like to not know. So I said to this individual, hey, sweetheart, so don't get me wrong. I mean, it's nothing wrong. And everyone that was copied on the email, I replied all, So everyone will be on the same sheet of music. And that's what I said to him. I said, I know you're extremely busy, but if we could spend an hour to sit down together and go over this, so if one of us are out, you know, the other one knows. And his supervisor had made the comment, you know what, you read my mind. I was thinking the same thing, because I can't deal with the finger pointing. Like, I can't deal with that. Like, let's sit down, and because everyone, you know, there's new players on the chessboard. So who used to be there is not there. Who should have done is not there. But who has to do now? We're here, and I know that's like a tongue twister, but I don't want to be caught up in the finger pointing or the he say, she say. I want to be to the point where we're sitting down together and we're working on this together, and let's figure it out. Let's have our notes. So when someone asks, if I'm not there, the other person can answer. If the other person's not there, I can answer. If we're all there, hey, that's even better. So, you know, that's just how I roll. Because like I said, I'm getting to a point in my life where, you know, I'm at an age where I don't want the stress. I don't need the stress. And it doesn't have to be. You know, my motto is, let's work smarter, not harder. And if we can work together and get it done, two heads are better than one. Let's get together and do it. So my suggestion, honestly, to have a sit down and work on this together turned out to be a good idea, because, you know, everybody needs to know, instead of you saying, well, so-and-so was supposed to do it when they were here, but so-and-so didn't do it. And then everybody has a little piece of information. I don't want to work like that. I want us all to have the information. So you don't be coming to me asking me, and I don't know, and I got to get with this one. Let's all just sit down together, hash it out, take notes, get it right, and move on to the next situation. And it's that simple. It's that simple. You know, sometimes I think that people make things harder than it really needs to be. It doesn't. Like, life does not have to be as hard as sometimes as we make it. But in my closing remarks, Mama said, there will be days like this. There will be days like this. And it's okay, because you know what? At the end of the day, my desk, everything that needed to get cleaned up and done is done. My desk is neat and in order. And I'm just going to move on and wait until I can schedule the sit down, and we have the sit down and we all work together and get it done. And then we can put that away. So, like they say, Mama said there were going to be days like this. So I thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know how your day was. So today I had a day where the stress is in my back. But it's already all right. Because once I finish with you guys talking about it, I'm not going to take it home with me. Alrighty. Until the next video, thank you. Have a good one.